Happy New Year! Happy 2026! It's my first ever New Year spent kind of alone, but I don't even care. My baby was my New Year's kiss. I just went in and gave her a little peck on the cheek, try not to wake her up. Thankfully I didn't. I'm literally cooking chicken nuggets right now and about to pump and do my Lego while I'm listening to Reddit stories from Smosh, but I've just cleaned up my lounge. It's like obviously not perfect, but it was an absolute waste pit before, so it's much better than it was. And like I set up some good new things, so honestly I feel really good. I feel like I've sort of done a little reset for the new year and set up some new things that'll be really helpful going forward. Like I'll show you. I've set up my side table for when I'm like breastfeeding or nap trap. So I've got my hobby basket here of hobbies that I can do like while I'm breastfeeding or nap trapped. So most of them I can either do with one hand or like I can do with minimal movement. So we've got like reading book, I've got a word search book, I've got actually another reading book which my grandma wrote, it's just short stories. I've got my journal, I've got my colouring pens and colouring book, I've got my baby's baby book which I need to finish writing her birth story in, and I want to use this wrapping paper and some more to make little junk journal spreads in there. I've got a magazine which is actually a Christmas magazine. I've got an embroidery kit and another colouring book, and then back there I've got more colouring pens and then like scissors, another Sharpie for the book, for the baby book I've got glue stick, highlighter and colouring pens, and then here I've got my moisturiser which I have to use because I have eczema, another dummy, an inhaler, a scrunchie, some napkins in case I need to blow my nose, just because I don't always have like tissues or toilet paper to use, and then like there's the rubbish bin, and I moved that yellow handle there goes to a McDonald's boo bucket, which is our recycling bin, and then down here I put a whole load of picture books so I can read to her, and then here we've got like food trays. But yeah, that's my new setup, which I think is really honestly very helpful. Like it's quite a lot, but it's very helpful, especially because I literally get stuck here and can't move for hours sometimes, so it's good to just be able to have everything I need here, and then like I can just grab a book instead of... At the moment she's kind of going through a phase where she'll just start crying in the middle of a feed and not finish for ages, and then she'll just be really unsettled, so a lot of the time I'll just put her on my lap and then she'll end up watching TV, and that's obviously not really the ideal thing. I don't really want to be doing that, but you know, kind of is what it is. So that's why I put the books there, so that we can have story time instead. So if she's unsettled, then instead of sitting there watching TV, I can attempt at least to read her a book or something instead. And even if she's not unsettled, we can just sit there and read. And so can Jake, because it's really easy to grab. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. I think that's a great like new addition for my life to welcome in the new year. And then this looks super chaotic, but it's actually organised chaos. So because I'm a little bit of a smaller person than my partner, I need the back pillow to help me be comfortable, and then the elbow pillow for elevating my elbow and for her head while she's breastfeeding, and this pillow to like bring my head forward. It usually ends up being more like that, but that just looks hideous, so it looks slightly better. And this is the pillow she lies on while she's feeding, and there's like a burp cloth there too. My bottle fits in there, and then like snacks there. And then I'll move this so you can actually see better. This is now all of the things that she kind of uses as her, I don't know, her playtime stuff. So here is her swing. And that's her play gym. And then here is her bouncer. This big pillow is for helping her learn to sit. I just started, like, we just took this out of her bed because she was using it to sleep and not get a flat spot. And then this little cushion was around the other way, and it helped keep her legs stable so she wouldn't roll around. But she's gotten to the point where she's big enough and strong enough to just roll right over it or rip the Velcro off. But today I was actually using it to help her sit up by like having her back against that big pillow, and then this under her arms so she didn't fall too far forward. And then I was just like pushing against it with my toes so it sort of held her against the pillow, because she was like trying to hold her feet while she was sitting, and she was like bending over too far, so I thought that would help, and it did really help. So just keeping that there for now. It's probably not going to be there for very long, but it's there for now. But the other, this like the U section is actually quite good for tummy time as well. Holds her chest up. And then this pillow I mostly use as like a floor cushion for me, or sometimes a footrest. And Kaz actually uses it as his pillow when he stays over, because now that we have this mat, he literally will just sleep on the floor. He did it anyways, but now at least it's somewhat comfortable. And then her ball pit, because I didn't want to pack it up. It's actually something she's really enjoying at the moment, so now it's all in one place, in one corner, so it's not in the way. It is, yeah, definitely organised chaos, but at least it's organised and not just chaos, because that's what it was. So it's looking much better than it did. I organised under the table, so it's more of a toy rotation now. So I've got her nappy basket, and then all her other toys that are sort of developmentally appropriate are at the back. So it's a bit less overstimulating, because it was literally just like a pile of toys basically. So, you know, sort of probably once a week or so I'll swap the toys out, but now I feel like it's much more attention grabbing. You know, she can actually see the toys that she's got to play with, and like if she's just laying here on the floor, she can actually reach and grab something that she wants. And like, 'cause she was just kind of lying there on the floor like touching stuff anyways, so now she can actually see, okay, these are like the 5 or 6 toys I've got to play with. I can just pull one out and play with it, and I can grab one easily for her as well. So yeah, I think this is so much better. Like, I find it more eye-catching and like draws my attention more, and I'm an adult, so, and I'm like not on this level, so if I was down on her level, like, it'll definitely be better for her, I think, than just literally having a pile of toys. And you know, it was a bit much. And then yeah, all I have to do is just like swap them out. So, and here we've got like rattles, and like shakers, her big caterpillar textured stuff on it. At the very back we've got stuffed animals. Up here are like other toys for her hanging, other hanging toys for her play gym. In this one I believe are more like little stuffed toys maybe. Oh my god, I can't even remember. No, all of these, like Loveys. They have the head and then the little blanket part on the bottom. That's what's in that box. And then back there, behind this lid is more felt like books, and her black and white contrast books. So I just kind of block it off so it's not so overstimulating. Hey Ted. Poor Ted, he's got fur missing under his tail. We need to take him to the vet. But he's just been flayed and wormed, so that might help. But yeah, we're going to take him to the vet. But yeah, that's all nice and organised too, and looking way, 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 way better. So I'm really stoked. My next task, which I'm not doing tonight, is to work on this mess. That is just the aftermath of all my Christmas crafts, which you will see in my previous vlog. But yeah, I need to work on that, because that is an absolute bomb site, and I can't really do any crafting anymore on this table because it's such a freaking mess. So yeah, plus like my hobby basket, up there is totally full, and it's also full of stuff I'm probably not going to use right now. Like I need to update it. 2 hobbies I'll actually use while I'm sitting down here. That hobby basket is for hobbies I can do while I'm feeding or being nap trapped on this chair here, whereas the one on the table is for like more active hands-on hobbies that I can do after she's gone to bed, or when I have some free time, like if my partner's taking the baby, then yeah, these are hobbies that I can do then. So I'll probably put my Lego kit in there, and I'll keep my jewellery kit in there and my junk journal, and I'll have a look and see if there's any other ones I want to put in there. But yeah, that's definitely not going to be quite as full as the other one, I think, because I don't get as much free time, but also I don't need to like overfill it and have 10 different hobbies to choose from in this one. That's kind of like, I think, gives too much decision fatigue when I do have the time on my hands. I'd kind of rather have like 3, 4, 5 hobbies to choose from rather than like 10 different hobbies to choose from, because that'll just be a bit much for me to decide what I want to do. And then those ones are still an option. I can still do those ones if I want to, if that's what I feel like doing. Or I can play on my phone, like video edit, or I'm wanting to start making some shorts, so I could do that, or play video games. So I have other options, but it's good to have things that don't involve screens as an option. And I'm just like a hobby hoarder. I love to have heaps of hobbies to choose from, and just lots of things to enrich my time, especially with having a baby and like breastfeeding so much, and then her falling asleep on me. And she, at the moment, if I try to put her down while she's not nighttime sleeping, she usually just wakes up, and then it's kind of a waste of a nap. I'd rather just stay there, because she usually only naps for about half an hour, maybe 45 minutes during the day most of the time. Sometimes she'll go for an hour, sometimes, very, very rarely, she'll go for even up to 2 hours, but yeah, that doesn't happen very often. And honestly, I'm better off to just sit there for the half an hour or however long and just, take the time to chill. And, it's not going to be like this forever. I try to think that, sometimes I'm like, oh, I need to make sure that she's learning to sleep by herself and blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, she's not even 4 months old. Like, it's okay if she's not there yet. Oh, hey, Jed. Hi. Why don't you hang out with Mama? Such a sweet boy. Such a sweetie. Oh, he doesn't hang out with me hardly anymore. In fact, he spends most of his time out of the house now. He kind of did anyways, but I feel like it's definitely gotten worse since the baby's been here, which is sad. Like, he does love her, and he'll look out for her and stuff. Like, he'll even sleep on the bed near her cot and things. Like, he's very sweet, but yeah. I love him. I'm so glad that I'm getting some time to just chill with him. That's so nice. Such a good boy. Happy New Year, my darling. You know it's 2026 now. It is that's crazy, actually, now that I think about it. We've been together, me and him, for so long. So long. Yes, she's a big 7-year-old cat now. He's a big 7-year-old cat. He is as old as me and Jake's relationship. We got home in our first year together. Yes, we did. We did. He's my handsome boy. That means you're a senior cat now. That's crazy. That is crazy. How are you a senior cat? Well, it makes no sense to me. Oh, my baby. I love you. Okay, I'm gonna spend some time with him now. stunning. We can't fit down there with the pram. Alyssa and I are out for our first walk of the new year. Just been to the food forest. Now we're at the rose garden. Carlos is asleep, so we're taking our time to get home so she can have a bit more snooze time. She usually wakes up when we stop, like when we get home and things.